Okay, guys, another session on Boycie's Will. This session is about hard times, tough times, tough days, tough months, probably tough years for some, when nothing seems to go the way you want it to. It's just, you feel like you're just in circles, no matter how hard you think you're trying. And what we're gonna do in these times, how do we deal with this situation? What makes us keep going? Well, for one, specific target, which we spoke about in other sessions. Dreams, goals, definite dreams keep you in that place of belief. It makes you keep believing that one day it will happen. Right? But during that period of time, you really do believe, but that's just an expectation. And reality isn't matching up with it right now. And during that point in time, what you're gonna do to hold your own, keep things together when everything around you basically is against you. Probably your family, your finance, your lifestyle, your emotions, even your own mind. Sometimes you feel like it's playing tricks on you. Right? You're seeing people are right around you, progressing, becoming successful, and you're working so hard, and it's like nothing's happening. But during this period of time, it makes you feel like giving up, but you just gotta continue. Whatever you're doing, continue doing. If you find faults and problems that can make changes, but continue going and believing no matter what. Keep finding ways to motivate and inspire yourself. Meaning, if you're in one place, you might be demotivated. Go to other places. Socialize with people who are doing well, who are progressing. Watch videos, read books. Put yourself in situations where your belief don't fall. Alright? Keep putting yourself in those places where your belief don't wither away. Because it's very important, because the moment you fall out of that realm, it becomes like you start all over again. And the ways of the world, the negative ways of the world, can destroy you. It can break you. And the feeling of regret after, the price you pay after, is worse than the price you would have paid to just pull through with that period of time. Alright? So, you have to keep believing. And the next thing, as we say, is change. Right? If there's a specific problem that you can't solve, there are always ways to go around it. There's always ways to change it. Change the way you do things. Even if you don't know what you're doing, you are changing. Right? You are changing. Change until you get it right. And when we mention change, we don't mean change your goal, your target. We mean change the way you do things to achieve that goal, right? Which is very important, right? You have to keep looking for answers and solutions on how to deal with the specific problem that you're encountering right now, right? And that's very important because, as we know, it's forever changing, and things that work for someone way before might not work for you now. Things that would work for someone in the future will not work for you right now. And there's just a whole lot of changes. So nobody can exactly tell you how or what changes to make to achieve your goal. Only you can do it once it's worthwhile. Right? The days where you're heartbroken, the days where you don't know how to stand on your own 2 feet, maybe you're broken from dreams, maybe you're broken from relationships with people, maybe you're broken from sickness, from health, whatever it may be. And I would always be real or realistic because we all reach to that point, to our breaking point, and we don't know what to do. And you're in a place where there's a lot of people in the world, but you feel all alone. And how do we overcome such situations sometimes? Some people resort to different things, drinking, smoking, gambling, probably sex, all different vices to move away this pain. Now, they are not necessarily correct for doing it, but they are not necessarily wrong, right? Because I believe once you have life, you have everything. You can change at any moment once you're alive. And if this, as we would use the word vice, is something that you need to use at the point in time to get over whatever situation or problem that you have that is so dreaded in your life, right? And this is all you can use right now, because your last resort after that may be suicide, which is the ending of your life, and you can't change nothing after that. I will say, best you go and carry on with your vice, right? Once it's not hurting humanity in any type of way, and you try to find your way during that period of time and don't get addicted or stuck on that path, right? You must have some sense of meaning and purpose in why you're doing it, and know that one day you're gonna stop doing it, because it's always better than committing suicide, because you can't change after you die. Probably you could change in the afterlife, but that's not something I would know. So, but when the days get hard, because you really do, and sometimes you don't know how to carry on at the point in time until you're stronger. And until you're stronger and you can deal with the situation in a positive way, you can, it's not a go for or something to do, but it's better than if you die. Because when you die, we know you can't make no changes. Alright? So, until that time, because at the point in time, people who may look up to you, people who are inspired by you, people who have respect for you, may say and look at you in a certain light. But at that point in time, you're not in a position to, you know, inspire or feel better, and in order for you to inspire and lead others, guide others in a positive direction, you need to have a hold of yourself first, and when they see that, it's powerful. And we're not talking about situations where you can make a better decision at that point, but we're talking about situations where you're really broken. You're broken and you don't know. There's a lot of people around you, but it feels like no one's around, and in order for you to become that better person and inspire the same others, the same people around you, you got to have a better hold of yourself, as I said before. So, and time shows everything. Because what happens to you happens to about everybody else also. So they would know at that point in time how strong you really was. Because the only thing that we can't change our lives is when we die. Right? Probably in an afterlife, as I said, but we're talking about our life right now. So, these are the situations that we are faced with, whether we like it or not. And that's just life. Because life is unfair. Life is fair sometimes, life is unfair sometimes. Life is all different things. Life is life. People get through it different ways. That means there's no specific way to do certain things. There are guidelines, yes, but there's no specific way. Because how you think you achieve something, someone else can achieve it. Shorter time, longer time. And who's to say if they're right or wrong? But dealing with the hard days, the hard times, right? The emotionally stressed times. This is some of the ideas on how we can deal with it, and keep ourselves in that realm, a positive direction, or that place. Just keep ourselves afloat until we're able to move forward again. So this is my session on hard times and how we can get through it. Alright. So from Boycie to your will, God bless and keep safe.